Jae-in, the president of the Republic of Korea, wants to end South Korea.
사실 저는 이 영상을 처음 봤을 때 정말 충격적이었습니다. 남의 눈치를 보지 않고 이렇게 소신껏 문재인은 대한민국을 끝내고 싶어 한다라고 말하는 모습이 정말 인상적이었습니다. 대한민국 우파가 배워야 할 점인 것 같습니다. 앞으로 더 센 발언들이 계속 나오니까 뒤로 가기 누르지 마시고 계속 시청해 주세요.
The country that he was elected to protect, the country, the oath of which he said he would defend. Moon is an enemy of freedom and democracy and human rights in South Korea. So if we're going to protect South Korea, if we're going to save South Korea, if we're going to defend South Korea, we are going to have to rid ourselves of Moon Jae-in. Moon must go. Moon must go. Moon must go. Moon must go. Tonight, we will talk about how we go about doing that. And we start on April 15th, 2020. On that day, the National Assembly elections, all 300 seats are up for grabs.
여기서 up for grabs이라는 표현이 나오는데 이 말을 굳이 한마디로 번역을 하자면 얻을 수 있는, 가져갈 수 있는 이라는 뜻입니다. 국회의원 의석 300석을 두고 경쟁을 하는데 이것을 좌파가 됐든 우파가 됐든 경쟁을 해서 싸워서 얻어갈 수 있다는 그런 의미입니다. 다른 예시를 들어드리겠습니다. The prizes in the table are up for grabs. 이렇게 얘기를 하면 테이블에 상품들이 놓여져 있는데 이 상품들은 싸워서 가져갈 수 있다, 얻어갈 수 있다 이런 뜻이 되겠습니다.
This election is important for many reasons, but tonight we're going to talk about two of them. And they both relate to the Constitution. First, there is the amendment of the Constitution of the Republic of Korea. The President, Moon Jae-in, may propose amendments.
네, 여기서 amendment이라는 단어가 나오는데 이 amendment라는 단어는 미국에서는 수정헌법을 뜻합니다. 근데 사실 한국에서는 수정헌법이라는 것이 없죠. 한국에서는 보통 헌법을 개정한다 라고 하는데 이미 쓰여져 있는 헌법을 수정한다 라고 보시면 될 것 같습니다. 하지만 미국에서는 amendment라고 해서 수정헌법이라는 것이 따로 있습니다. 여기서는 한국을 말하는 거니까 헌법 개정이라고 알아들으시면 될 것 같습니다.
Article 130 requires that those amendments receive at least a simple majority of the votes of the people. April 15th, therefore, is do or die. It's now or never.
Do or die. 죽기 아니면 살기. Now or never. 지금이 아니면 절대 못한다. 이 두 표현 다 자주 쓰이는 영어 표현입니다.
Because if it were up to Moon, he would merge his South Korea into North Korea, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, the Kim regime. Moon may actually get a simple majority of all the people of South Korea to end South Korea because Moon Jae-in's party, the Democratic Party of Korea, Minju, we know that they want to get rid of all that is dear to you and to me and to the people of South Korea. How do we know this? We don't have to speculate because in the spring of last year, Minju tried to amend the Constitution of the Republic of Korea to take out the concept of liberal when it came to the notion of democracy. The South conservatives, fortunately, were able to stop that effort to amend the Constitution. But we know that Moon Jae-in did not give up. Moon's Ministry of Education started to change the textbooks of South Korea. Take the textbooks and changed it so that freedom was no longer there. And indeed, they succeeded in taking freedom out of the textbooks for the middle schools. And why would Moon want to do something like this? Well, on the Korean Peninsula, democracy does not have to be liberal. Look, you've got Kim Jong-un's regime. They don't believe in liberalism, but they say, believe in democracy. After all, the formal name of North Korea is the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Moon's political party, they call themselves Democrats. It's the Democratic Party of Korea. But Moon's party is leading the attack on freedom and democracy. So what he's trying to do is to make South Korea and the Constitution of South Korea more compatible with that of North Korea. So job number one for conservatives, for you and me and everyone, is to make sure that on April 15th, 2020, that conservatives take back the National Assembly. Second one is, we all know, the ultimate safeguard for freedom and democracy in South Korea is the removal of Moon Jae-in. And in the Constitution of South Korea, Article 65 provides for impeachment and adjudication.
The ultimate safeguard for freedom and democracy in South Korea is removal of Moon Jae-in. 대한민국의 자유와 민주주의를 지키는 최고의 보호장치는 바로 문재인 제거입니다. 정말 센 발언입니다. 대한민국에서도 이런 발언을 할 수 있는 사람이 있을까요? 도대체 자유한국당은 뭐 하고 있는지 모르겠습니다.
So let's take a look at the case of President Park Geun-hye. Was she guilty of having the wrong judgment in choosing a confidant? Well, whatever you may say. Is she guilty of being unpopular? Yeah, probably she was. But was she guilty of a violation of her duties under the Constitution in the performance of her job? Definitely no. No. Definitely no. 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 Was she guilty of corruption? No. 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 She was impeached and she was convicted because she was railroaded by the National Assembly. She was railroaded by a sophisticated and slick and cynical operation run by Moon. And Moon has been doing his best to undermine the alliance with the United States. There is only one country that is pledged to defend South Korea. It is the country that rushed to South Korea's defense after Kim Il-sung on June 25, 1950, attacked South Korea. And that country, of course, is the United States of America. He has made it difficult for the U.S. to maintain its only battery of the Terminal High Altitude Area Defense System, or THAAD. And he's gone behind the backs of his American allies to come to agreement with China in late October 2017. That, of course, is the 3 no's, where Moon agreed that there would be no more THAAD emplacements. He agreed that South Korea would not participate in integrated missile defense with the United States, and Moon agreed that there would be no tripart alliance with Japan and the United States.
네, 3 no's. 바로 문재인의 삼불 합의 혹은 삼불 정책을 뜻합니다. 첫째, 사드 추가 배치를 하지 않겠다. 둘째, 미국의 MD, 즉 미사일 방어 체계에 가입을 하지 않겠다. 셋째, 한미일 군사 협력을 하지 않겠다. 이렇게 중국에 말을 하고 왔습니다. 중국에 조공을 하던 그 시절이 생각납니다.
Now, these 3 negative commitments undermine the ability of the U.S. to defend South Korea. I can't say that Moon hates America, but we know that at the end of last month, when President Trump went to Seoul, he stood next to Moon and the First Lady. And the First Lady was wearing on her dress a blue butterfly pin. That pin, of course, has become a symbol of anti-Americanism in South Korea.
잠깐! 병원비 걱정된다면 끝까지 보세요. 레디의 신상보험 레시피
So what Moon was doing was he's disrespecting not only President Trump, he was disrespecting the United States of America, the only country going to defend South Korea. I can't say that Moon is a traitor to South Korea, but I can say that if he were a traitor, he would be doing exactly what he is doing now to undermine and attack freedom and democracy and human rights in the Republic of Korea. So let me close with just one point. Moon's administration has been whipping up anti-Japanese sentiment in the last several weeks.
네, 여기서 whip up이라는 표현이 나왔는데요. whip up이라는 뜻은 부추기다, 선동하다라는 뜻입니다. 바로 다음에 whip up이라는 단어가 한 번 더 나오니까 자세히 들어보세요.
As far as I can tell, Moon Jae-in is whipping up anti-Japanese sentiment because he wants to regain popularity to retain political power. Moon, by word and deed, is pro-North Korea, pro-China, and anti-America. And he is the enemy of all things that are good in South Korea. So therefore, let's all of us make a pledge right now. We will make a pledge that we will defend freedom and democracy in South Korea, and that freedom and democracy in South Korea will never die. So let me hear you say it. Let me hear you say it out loud. Freedom will never die. Freedom will never die. Freedom will never die. Will never die. And because of your dedication and your determination, I am sure that freedom will live in South Korea. Thank you so much.
네, 강연 어떻게 보셨는지 모르겠습니다. 저는 개인적으로 태극기 집회에서나 들을 수 있었던 이런 발언들을 이런 미국인의 입에서 들을 수 있다는 것이 정말 놀라웠던 것 같습니다. 뿐만 아니라 그 종이의 피켓에다가 No, no, no 이렇게 외치면서까지 이런 소신 있는 발언을 하는 모습이 정말 인상적이었던 것 같습니다. 아까 말씀드렸다시피 고든창은 미국에서도 꽤 유명한 사람입니다. 하지만 이렇게 유명함에도 불구하고 자신의 소신을 이렇게 말하는 점이 참 저는 존경스럽다고 봅니다. 왜냐하면 한국의 유명인들은 아무도 이런 소신 발언을 하지 않기 때문입니다. 그리고 연설 마지막에 당신들 덕분에 대한민국의 자유는 죽지 않을 것입니다. 라고 희망적으로 연설을 끝낸 점 정말 인상 깊었던 것 같습니다.